Happy Pride Month from Love Through Music! As we wrap up this Pride, Love Through Music would like to pay homage to some of the queer artists and musicians who have influenced us and music as a whole. The first composer that I would like to talk about is Leonard Bernstein, who composed one of my all-time favorite musicals, West Side Story. Bernstein was an openly gay man, despite having married Felicia con Montealegre. A world-renowned pianist, conductor, and composer, Bernstein contributed monumental works to the classical repertoire. Some of his musical theater credits, in addition to West Side Story, include On the Town and Candide. Of course, a description of queer artists in the classical music world wouldn't be complete without the two romantic composers of my heart, Pieter Ilya Tchaikovsky and Frederick Chopin. Tchaikovsky was a Russian composer whose sexuality is probably the most widely discussed of all 19th century composers. Tchaikovsky wrote, in my opinion, the most heart-wrenching violin concerto in existence. He was assisted by the violinist Józef Kotek, who was also his lover. Chopin was a Polish composer who wrote some of the most celebrated works for piano. Despite a notorious reputation for womanizing, recently uncovered letters reveal that Chopin was gay. Two slightly less closeted composers to have heavily influenced classical music were Samuel Barber and Giancarlo Menotti. The two composers were in a relationship for almost 40 years, and during this time, the two would collaborate on two operas, Vanessa and A Hand of Bridge. There are so many influential queer rock artists from the 1970s. Of course, Elton John, who is now happily married to David Furnish. Elton John is an icon and one of the best-selling artists of all time. His career has been versatile, from working in film to writing 31 solo studio albums, many in partnership with his co-writer Bernie Taupin. Another icon of the 70s was Freddie Mercury, the frontman of the band Queen. He would play with gender norms in how he dressed and his flamboyant stage persona. He was also very well known for his crazy vocal talent and 4-octave range. Unfortunately, Mercury passed away from AIDS at only 45. Nowadays, there are so many queer and out musicians and performers to look up to. Some of my personal favorites are Phoebe Bridgers, Chloe Moriando, and Clairo. Phoebe Bridgers is not only a LACHSA alumni, but also a bisexual. She has released 2 albums, her newest one being Punisher, which was nominated for Best Alternative Music Album. Chloe Moriando is an indie pop artist who identifies as a non-binary lesbian. They use she/they pronouns and have recently released a new album called Blood Bunny. Clairo is bisexual as well, and has been open about her sexuality since 2018. Her single Sophia, which is about a same-sex relationship, gained popularity on TikTok and was one of her first singles to enter the Billboard Top 100. These are only a few of the innumerable queer musicians in the world. We encourage you to do more research of your own and check out the artistic members of the LGBTQ community. Thank you so much for spending time with us at Love Through Music. Happy Pride, everybody!